All right, so this video I came across this David Screw. Let me see. Back to live mode. Let me see. All right, cool. So this video I came across. It's a representative. I'm not even sure where he's from. Let me see where he's from. Let me see. David Skew. He is let me see, representative from Arizona's first congressional district since 2023, right? So I came across this video last week. I think it was last week, Monday. And it says that we crossed $35 trillion in national debt. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. Let's clap it up. So before we even watch the video, right, let's take a quick look at this. So the debt clock, we are U.S. national debt. We are at 35,146, 35 trillion, 146 billion, 560 million, $300,000, right? Debt per citizen, 104,232. Debt per taxpayer. So it's funny, right? This is very funny. This is very funny. So Mitch, the debt per citizen, about 300 citizens, right, is 104,232. However, the debt per taxpayer, per you, Mitch, per your car, per me, per raw juice and herbs, is $268,258.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
So the debt per taxpayer is more than double the debt per citizen. U.S. federal spending, U.S. federal budget, spending actual, budget deficit, Medicare, Social Security, defense and war, interest on debt, dollars, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions. So interest on debt is almost $1 trillion. Social Security, hundreds, thousands, millions, billions, trillions. Same for Medicare. Total U.S. total interest paid. All right. So just wanna cue that up before we actually get into this video, right? And then we're gonna wrap it up, right? So what's going on here? Guess I'll do it manually. Let's go to. All right, so let's watch this.
Mr. Speaker, and to my friend from Missouri, thank you. Actually, sometimes I come behind these microphones and often what I want to share, what I need to share, it's my therapy, is a bit dour. And it's sometimes fun to listen to someone that actually has happy and joyous. All right, now that the uplifting portion of this program is over, let's get to the facts. Mr. Speaker, or now Madam Speaker Pro Tem, you see the number, 35 trillion. Guess when we hit it? We should be very, very excited and proud of ourselves. We did something that so many economists said we would never get to this quick. My math says this coming Friday, 3 p.m., the United States gross debt will cross over 35 trillion. Now understand, that's not the way Europeans calculate our debt, which they calculate our debt dramatically higher because of our obligated unfunded liabilities. But you're going to watch the Treasury Friday about 3 p.m. post up a number, $35 trillion. We did it. Congratulations.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And how many people have you heard come find the microphone today or this week, understanding, wanting to talk about that? What we've gotten is people coming behind the microphone and not telling the truth. We all want to protect Social Security. The way you protect Social Security is you know the math and how it actually works. We're on track in a decade to double senior poverty. But God forbid any of us tell the truth about math. Because the truth gets you unelected and a bunch of really angry ads at home. So this place runs around and avoids telling the truth. So let's walk through another little factoid. My math basically says this year, 45.68% of all the income tax collections, receipts, your government takes in just cover the cost of interest. I'd been coming behind the microphone and saying, hey, interest in 2024, this fiscal year, would be somewhere around a little less than 1.2 trillion. I apparently have that wrong. It's probably going to come in about 1,140 to 60 billion dollars. Either way, I'm off a fraction. But 45.68% of every dime we're collecting in your income tax now just pays interest. And I've tried to say over and over and over at home and other places, and you get people to just stare at you and go, huh? Who really runs this government? Seriously, it's an honest question. I need you to think like adults, maybe those who actually went to a finance class. Who actually now runs this government? I'm going to argue the debt markets, the bond markets from around the world. If you have to bring almost 10 trillion to market this fiscal year, two and a quarter trillion virgin new issues because we're borrowing, it's like $75,000 to $80,000 a second right now. And the economy is good. The actual baseline data on GDP is good, and you're still burning almost $80,000 a second in borrowing. What happens the second you have a U.S. debt auction that's undersubscribed or there's not enough people there? What happens to U.S. interest rates? How much of the world goes into depression? But we're going to talk about that. Oh, God, no, because that would require math. That would require being serious. You know, we passed a bill here earlier today. I voted no on it. And look, they worked hard on it. They lowered the top line spending. But you got to deal with a really uncomfortable discussion. Every dime a member of Congress votes on is borrowed. Okay, let's process that. Every dime a member of Congress votes on is borrowed, and depending on some of the projections, about a quarter of Medicare. Social Security has its own trust fund. It runs out in like 9-10 years, and then we got to figure out what's going to happen there, and we can continue to get Democrats coming behind the microphone and lying about it, which makes it almost impossible to actually lay out the math and try to fix it. And remember, raising the cap, doing the Democrats' plan of $400,000 up and just raising the cap only covers about 38% of the shortfall. You had the president in that debate last month saying, if we just tax rich people 1% more, and I have a chart in here that will show it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the shortfall. Remember, if you take $400,000 and up, the Democrats' definition of rich, and you tax them at 12.4%, you only cover 38% of the shortfall. So 1%, and this is the nature of our discussion.
All right, I can't take any more of his very valuable information because it just annoys the hell out of me, like what he's saying, because it's true, because it is freaking true. And we're so concerned about the wrong things, about how we feel about this and that, and how, going back to the beginning. Fast money generational wealth, being more skeptical. How the hell are you supposed to be to build generational wealth when everyone, the whole country is broke and spending out of control? And when we're looking at the debt clock, the tax-paying citizens are paying more than double of what the cost of every citizen. And then they still want to raise taxes on you so that they can spend it on whatever. You see, and now I'm wondering, can I fault you for us, as Ye said, spending before we get it? Because the government itself spends way much before they get it either. So we're just following their footsteps, and now everyone.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It's crazy. It is crazy. $35 trillion in debt. But we want to forgive student loans. What does forgiving student loans mean? You know what? I'm going to show you exactly what forgiving student loans mean. Give me a second here. Let's take a look at this, right? Let's take a look at this. This is what it means to forgive student loans. See, right here, the debt per citizen goes up a little bit. The debt per taxpayer goes up a lot. For guess what? My household, we don't have any student loans. All paid off. But now we need to go off and pay people who made the decisions to spend $200,000 on a job that they can't get where they'd be making $30,000 a year? No. I am not going for it. Nope. To make my debt per taxpayer go up because of your bad decisions, as the I think it was the Nas song, you can hate me now, but I ain't going for it. I am not going for it. Sorry, not sorry. That's my thoughts. Let me see what the chat has to say. I'm just gonna, let me zoom in on this real quick. See if I can zoom in on this and end the show just like this. We're gonna end the show just like this, with this super zoomed in on. How you like that for economic data for today? Right? Let's read the chat as we have our U.S. national debt right bright and center on our economic numbers. So to those who feel certain types of ways, but they advocate that we continue with frivolous spending, your feelings. All right? You'll never build any type of wealth as if we keep running up these numbers. No, we don't not want to run those numbers up. Thank you very much. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got before we end the show. Let's see. Where are we? It says, looks like Canelo, the boxer. It says, I hate